morning all. Fooled you. I normally end the videos here, not start them. This video is going to be a little bit different. A week ago or so, went up to the hydraulic pit and we found some gold. I didn't film it because we hiked down a canyon. Long story. Anyway, I didn't film it, but I have some gold to clean up and I have some cemented gravel. Let me show you what I'm getting to here. Now the gold we're finding is it's actually kind of dirty. It's all covered with this cemented gravel. Now this piece of some cemented gravel right here, you can see, or at least hopefully you can see, that there's a piece of gold in it. Now I picked this up with the metal detector. I want to crush this and get the gold out, plus clean up that other gold. But I also got two large pieces of the cemented gravel that I haven't checked with metal detector. I just seen them laying there, so I took them back to the Jeep. And what we're going to do today is we're going to bust those up and pan them out. First we're going to check them, see if there's any targets in there. We're going to bust them up, crush them down as fine as we can, and then pan it out and just see if there is any gold in that cemented gravel. Now we know there is gold in some of the cemented gravel, but we don't know if it's in all of it. So that's our mission today. So let's get out back and get to work before it gets hot. Okay, the third thing we're going to do, let's give everything a quick check with the metal detector. Not too sure about pulse machines, don't like running in town, so hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, the first thing I want to check is our little piece. Let's see, you can hear good loud target. Okay, let's check the big ones. I'm not getting anything on that one. I'm not getting on anything on this one either. Well, I was kind of hoping we'd at least have a little target in one of them. Okay, well, I'm going to get to work crushing these up, and I'm not going to bore you with the details because basically I'm just going to bust them into pieces with the hammer and then throw them in my crusher and break them up. We're not too concerned about losing the smaller pieces since we don't have any targets in here to speak of. Not the first time through. What I do is I run it through a 1/4 inch mesh screen. And what doesn't go through gets run through the crusher again, but after I pick out the larger rocks. We have some rocks in here that are pretty good size that I'll throw these aside. Okay, we'll get our material wet. You know, I think I'm gonna get rid of this, scoop half that out because we're pretty loaded. I'll be right back. Okay. Take about half that out of there. Make it a little easier to work. Okay. Now we're gonna take our time panning this down because if we have really fine gold, we don't want to lose it. Well, I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me. Okay, let's dump the rest in there. Okay, I'm going to put some clean water in here and see if we can see any gold. Well, I think I just found out why the old timers left those there. We got gold, but not much. Let me show you. Well, we got 3 pieces here. One is, at least it's big enough to see, but there's 2 more over here, but they're all pretty small. Okay, I'm gonna take this in the house, we'll clean these up, and then we have those other pieces in the house that actually have gold in them. We're gonna break those up in mortar and pestle so we don't lose any of the gold. And then we'll pan, after we get the pieces that the detector picked up, we'll pan those out and see if there's anything else in there. Now we got these pieces here we want to break up. And for that, we're going to use a mortar and pestle. Okay, jump over to the counter, see if we can find some gold. Drop it in there and we're going to be kind of gentle to begin with. I'm going to run it through a 20 mesh. Okay, we'll dump it in here, see if we can see any gold. And I see a piece of gold right here. Okay, we'll set that aside. And I'm not seeing anything else, but we'll put it in there and beat it up a little bit more. Run the 20 mesh again. And found a rock. One more time. Wait a minute, that might be a piece of gold. Okay, I don't know how well that's showing, but it is definitely a piece of gold. Okay, well we got 2 pieces out of there. Let's dump this one in there, give it a little bit of a whack. Oh, that's a big piece of gold. Yep, that's a nice piece of gold. And we'll dump the last 2 in there. And I see a piece of gold. You can see here, it is definitely another piece of gold. Okay, we're going to put that with the rest of them. And let's take and screen this. I want to run that a little bit more. Get that out. Actually, I see 2 pieces of gold. Okay, this is the pieces that we found in that conglomerate. And we have all this that I'm going to take out and pan. Got that panned out, and the pans between the conglomerate I just picked up and this were like night and day. This was nothing but black sand. There was no brown sand, no blonde sand in here at all. Where the stuff I picked up had black sand in it, but nowhere near the amount that this had. We have 2 pieces of gold I can see and a whole bunch of real fine. Let me show you. There's a couple pieces in here, but I don't know how well you can see it, but there is fine gold all over in here. Well, I got everything all cleaned up, dried out, ready to go. So what do you say we jump over to the scale, put it all on there, and see how we did. Okay, see how we did for a total. 5.04 grams. Not a bad day. Well, 5 grams, that's a pretty good trip in my book. Now, a lot of pieces, but it was a fun trip. Okay, now I got a quandary. The winter's coming, and you get up in those hydraulic pits, and winter's going to hit there pretty early. But the other side of the coin is the rivers are as low as they're going to be right now. So I don't know which way to go. I really want to hit the river. So, who knows? All I know is I got a couple of days before I got to make my mind up, but I'm going to gather everything up, get it all ready. So, as soon as I figure out where I'm going to go, I'm out of here. All I know for sure is we're going to go find some gold. Okay, well, that's all I got on this one. So, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.